Rant summer is here. Head on over to AJsRANTroom.com. We got all of your summer needs covered. From bathing suits to swim trunks, flip-flops and tote bags, towels, tanks, and muscle shirts. Oh, and you can't forget about the visors and the hats. It's lit. So head on over to AJsRANTroom.com and get your summer poppin'. You won't be disappointed. It's always lit over at AJsRANTroom.com. We got the best bags and accessories, our beloved Black Series. We got fresh lids for you hat lovers, fire jackets and hoodies, and of course we got you covered on the t-shirts. And introducing our first shoe line, Aloysius Germain. So get on over to AJsRANTroom.com today and get to shopping. You won't be disappointed.
Oh, well, I said a lot of good stuff. This is why you need a producer. Oh, now y'all tell me y'all can't hear me. Yeah. No, y'all can hear me now. All right, let's start again. Welcome to welcome to Lunchtime Chat with AJ. I'm your boy AJ. Hope all is well on this fine Tuesday. Hope all is well in your respective worlds. Y'all can hear me now, right? Y'all good? We good now? We good? We good? We good? We good? We good? I'm gonna wait for we good. We good? I know it's like a 30-second delay. So we're gonna be like, we good. We good. Mic check 1 2 1 2. 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 Bye bye bye. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Nobody's responding. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Okay, nobody can still hear me. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1. Can y'all hear me? Nobody's responding. Y'all quick to tell me I'm muted, and then no one's telling me I'm not muted. Thank you. Fucking technology. Like, this fucking delay is ridiculous. All right. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Hope all is well in your respective worlds. So as we all know, the world is watching monkey babble unfold in the city of Los Angeles. And you have, of course, our great leaders, aka rappers, singers, dancers, pole strippers, I said pole strippers, whores, porn stars. All of our major leaders, um, all have an opinion about politics. Degenerate rappers who produce some of the nastiest songs. All of a sudden they're philosophers. They have a tap on the culture. They understand what's going on. They understand what we need and what we want. They're the purveyors of taste. No, you're just an entertainer. Entertainers are not leaders. I said this in my video I did on this. Pole strippers, yes. Oh man, why? QC, what's QC doing in here? You still can't hear me? QC. I don't know why QC is in here, but we will keep marching on, marching on, marching on. I don't know. QC is not talking. QC pops in here, and clearly it's not urgent because they didn't put on their headphones in 2 seconds. Why don't I see my video? Hold on. I got to find my video. So, for those who don't know, last night was the BET Awards. I mean, we were all so excited, weren't we? There were a couple great performances. So, a lot of nostalgia, a lot of, cool things. They toned down. I will give them that. They toned down on a lot of the slutty stuff. Um Not totally, but for the most part, they QC is the producer that popped in. I don't know if they popped in to talk to me or if they popped in to do something else. But that's who QC is. Anyway, so I found my video. It's on the desktop. There you go. Boo bit what you got. Anywho, so rapper Doechii wins for whatever she won. I don't know what she won for, but she won an award last night, and she proceeded, in her overpriced dress and her overpriced hair, decided to oh, QC is helping me. Thank you, QC. Everybody say hi to QC. QC, hi. I have a producer. I never have a producer for Lunchtime Chat. Uh anyway, yes. Quality control it is. Yes. So she decided to take her moment to as they walked down I think BT has a red carpet, or do they call it the black carpet? They call it something. Or is it the blue carpet? I don't know, something. But they never have a red carpet. It's another color. And so they all walked past the protesters in their $1 million diamond drips and multi-$1,000 outfits with their super teams of makeup artists and publicists and agents. And then said, yeah, 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 the protest, the protest. And so she decided to use her moment to say this bonehead thing. Roll it. Entertainers are not leaders. They're entertainers. Their job is to shake their ass, sing well, rap well, paint well, whatever they do well. That's their responsibility, right? So when they get on the stage and they say bonehead stuff like this, first of all, it is not a protest. It is a riot. It is a violent uprising that has happened in this city far too many times. The only reason why you didn't get one after the OJ verdict, because the baboons got what they wanted. They got a black man off for killing 2 white people. So yay, celebrate. These people are protesting for what? Because illegal aliens got to get the hell out of our country. They're supposed, that's how it's supposed to go. And then, like I said, I believe it was yesterday, They always leave out the word illegal when they refer to immigrants. So they make it seem like this is a rage on all immigrants. But yeah, I'm about to rage on all immigrants in a moment. Future immigrants in a moment. Because I got to thinking. And then I saw that some other people were thinking like me as well. I was like, why do we keep opening our country up? You know, it's like the nice person who always helps, right? And then people start to take advantage of that person, right? Now they start asking, you know, 1 minute is, oh, can I hold $5? And then can I hold $500? And then can I hold $3,000? And then all the time you never pay the person back, but they keep helping you, right? At some point, the person is just going to get fed up. The United States is fed up. We're fed up, you know, being the food pantry for the world, the social services division for the globe, for every third world country to send their animals over here. We'll talk about that in a moment, but let's get back to this bimbo. Entertainers are not leaders. They may move the crowd, but they rarely move the culture forward in any meaningful way. Back in the 1960s, Malcolm X warned us about this very thing. He said, we're the only people, black folks, who let comedians and athletes speak for us politically. We are. You don't see Seinfeld being propped up for Jewish candidates, right? You don't. Right. You don't see Leonardo DiCaprio being propped up. Only when it's into politically convenient do they come talk to us blacks, and then they've managed to hire other blacks, and Malcolm X warned us about this as well. Hire other blacks to stand in your face and talk good stuff to you. Tell you it's sexy, it's great. And then come to find out they are no better than the white liberal that's standing behind them pulling the strings. But here we are decades later, still letting folks with record deals and reality shows pretend they speak for the people. These people live in elaborate places that are detached from reality. They can create their own ecosystem, their own world, their own universe. If you cared about the protesters, why are you up there accepting the award? Why aren't you out there protesting? Why aren't you out there fighting for the people, fighting for the rights of the people? If it's all about that, why are you up there? Why'd you spent all day in hair and makeup? You spent at least a week in costume fittings trying to get the right dress for the award show. So instead of wasting all that time, why weren't you out there protesting? Why weren't you hitting the pavement? Because you know they're out there acting like animals. You know they're out there being violent. You know they're out there looting and burning. You know they're out there destroying things that don't belong to them. And instead of you call out the bad, you protect the bad and then try to act like the good should somehow prevail. The good can't prevail when you are not acknowledging and not calling out the bad. The same thing happened in 2020. This is literally 2020 all over again. The difference is you're not going to get away with it this time. The difference is if you FAFO, oh, promise you will find out, because this time we don't care. We don't care about your optics, your photographs. Oh my God, look at the poor people. No, y'all were told to go home. And so anyway, let's be clear. I'm not knocking talent. You know, the anxiety song is very catchy. I like that anxiety song. It's fun. But she also has some very nasty music, some very raunchy lyrics, you know. But we got to stop confusing influence with intellect. Just because you have influence does not mean you are brilliant, does not mean you are smart. You may be good at something that draws attention, but that doesn't mean you understand policy, you understand laws, you understand constitutional rights. You don't understand any of that stuff. All you understand is your money. All you understand is how to entertain. Do what you do best. Unless you came into the game political, I don't care. You didn't come in political, I don't give a damn about your politics. That's left and right. Because I still don't understand how the right embraces Kid Rock. Yet on the out of the same mouth, same other side of their mouth, talk about they want to protect children. This man has one of the most perverse lyrics I've ever heard in rap music. But we'll leave that alone. We need real thinkers, tastemakers like Thomas Sowell, who spent decades unpacking economic lies and exposed failed social policies. We don't want to talk about Thomas Sowell. Thomas Sowell should be right up there with all of the great black leaders, but he's not going to be. Why? Because he's not talking chitlin. He's not talking smothered pork chop to y'all. So because he's not talking smothered pork chop, you don't want to hear from him. He's speaking analytically. And we don't want it. We don't want analytics. We want emotion. We want to feel. We want people to feel and be irrational. Or Frederick Douglass, a man who escaped slavery and became one of the sharpest minds this country has ever produced. If this man could be born into slavery and become one of the greatest minds in this planet, on this planet, what's stopping you? Oh, probably you, right? And they didn't get this way because they sang or they danced or they entertained, but because they studied, they wrote, they debated, and they led with discipline. But y'all don't want to do. Y'all don't know what that word discipline means. Y'all don't know what that word discipline means. It is when nobody's looking. What are you doing? Because trust me, it shows in the light. Did you know all these people who've been starting podcasts for 15 years and still haven't gotten it off the ground? You know, all these people who was about to go to the gym, you about to get fit, you about to do this, you about to do that. No. When you stop fitting about to get to go and actually go, because the go is the part where a lot of us fall short, right? Leaders are supposed to educate, they're supposed to strategize, they're supposed to mobilize. Entertainers are supposed to perform. That's their job. And when they step out of pocket, repeating talking points, they barely understand them damn selves. Because I could promise you right now, if I sat down across from Doechii and tried to have a political conversation with her without emotion, she wouldn't be able to do it. I know it. I know she wouldn't be able to do it. We get up here with these surface level talking points. And then I know there was black people in that audience who was like, girl, shut up. But if they say something, they're the problem. They're the problem because you're not co-signing people acting like So respect the mic and know who deserves it. This ain't for bars and ballots. It's for books. It's time for books, bold ideas, and a backbone. And we finally have a backbone in the executive branch. Donald Trump has the kahunas to be president. The kahunas to stand up for what's right. The kahunas to understand. Because even the people who live in those neighborhoods, the majority of them don't want this violence. The majority of them don't want these protests. The majority of them just want to do what they do, live their lives, go to work, feed their families, and be left the hell alone. But no, you get a couple of agitators. Like the same thing happened on January 6th. You get a couple of paid agitators that come into the mix, and they get you, the vulnerable amongst, to commit crimes. So they get y'all to start committing crimes. They start, they set it off, and then y'all just run with it. This is what's happening. There's no need for a riot or protest. And she also said in her speech, every time they protest, y'all been protesting for weeks, right? Have the National Guard been called in? No. Because y'all not out there burning down businesses. You can protest all you want. But I don't get it. If you want to stay in America, wave an American flag. If you want to stay in America, assimilate. This is not the third world country where you were shitting in a hole in the ground. This is a first world country. We do things different here. There's no bones in our lips. There's no barbaric activity. And when you commit those types of crimes, you go to prison for life or you get executed. But for some reason, when these people commit crimes and come here the wrong way and do the wrong stuff, we're supposed to have empathy for them. We're supposed to understand. No, I don't understand. So when Doechii, this queer drug addict, gets on her platform and speaks about something to which she has no knowledge, it frustrates me on every damn level. This is a rapper who often includes sexually explicit language and imagery in her artistry, from sex acts to body parts and suggestive content, all under the guise of empowerment. This is also how they get you. Oh, being a whore is empowerment. No, it's not empowerment. Being a sexual deviant, that's empowerment. Oh, I'm empowered. No, you're not empowered. You're enslaving yourself to the healthcare system. You're enslaving yourself to trauma that you could have avoided had you shut up, held on to your morals, and kept your legs closed. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. That's prudish. Oh, no. Every itch you have to scratch it. Every itch, you gotta scratch it. Being loud, black, and wrong is not empowerment. It's ignorance. And y'all listen to her because y'all think she's smart. I'm sure she's smart in some ways, but she's not smart politically. For if she knew how Donald Trump could actually bring the National Guard, and then you have Gavin Newsom performatively suing the Trump administration. Like he just didn't know this was going to happen. Oh my God. You were going to let them burn down LA before you did something about it. Pretty much is what you're saying. And if you're a resident in any of those communities in LA, that shouldn't be okay with you. You should have literally preempted this and stopped it before it got out of control. But no, the big dog had to come in and say, no, this ain't going to work. It's not tyrannical. It's not unprecedented. This has happened before, and we'll go over that in a moment. Being an addict is not empowerment. This person had tremendous drug issues, alcohol and drugs. That's not knocking anybody that has addiction issues. But I'm just saying it wasn't that long ago. And clearly you're an industry plant. You came out of nowhere. There was no sort of murmuring of who this person is. You know, sometimes you see an artist and there's like this murmurs about who they are, and you're like, ooh, okay, oh, cool, what's going on there? And then they start to commercially do well, but she came out of nowhere. That's how you know she's a plant. But she's actually a plant with some talent. So I'll give her that. But in terms of politics, let the big boys handle the politics. You just do your la-di-da thing, as Ike Turner said. You ain't Donna Summer. I don't know why my iCloud is not updating. I have to go scream at somebody, I guess. She's a fake lady. I didn't say that. Well, Lady Gaga is a fake Grace Jones, so I guess everybody just out here faking it. Well, you could fake your way to the top, round and around. Go ahead, girl. Round and around. Good movie if you haven't seen it. Let me drag, because apparently my iCloud is not updating. No, that's always fun. So yeah, so we got that video. I didn't mean to open that. Close, quit, and then back to Chrome. All right. Now we have. So for those baboons out there saying, "Oh, this is unprecedented. It's never happened before." Listen to former President George H.W. Bush, who deployed the Army, the Marines, the National Guard to LA after those 5 police officers were acquitted of whooping Rodney King's ass. Oh, yeah, it's happened before. Roll it.
One is the urgent need to restore order. What followed Wednesday's jury verdict in the Rodney King case was a tragic series of events for the city of Los Angeles. Nearly 4,000 fires, staggering property damage, hundreds of injuries, and the senseless deaths of over 30 people.
Wow.
To restore order right now, there are 3,000 National Guardsmen on duty in the city of Los Angeles. Another 2,200 stand ready to provide immediate support. To supplement this effort, I've taken several additional actions. First, this morning I've ordered the Justice Department to dispatch 1,000 federal riot-trained law enforcement officials to help restore order in Los Angeles, beginning tonight. These officials include FBI SWAT teams, special riot control units of the U.S. Marshals Service, the Border Patrol, and other federal law enforcement agencies. Second, another 1,000 federal law enforcement officials are on standby alert should they be needed. Third, early today, I directed 3,000 members of the 7th Infantry and 1,500 Marines to stand by at El Toro Air Station, California. Tonight, at the request of the governor and the mayor, I have committed these troops to help restore order. I am also federalizing the National Guard, and I'm instructing General Colin Powell to place all those troops under a central command.
Well, will you look at that? Look at HW being a president. Look at HW stepping in before you turn Los Angeles into a parking lot. Oh, General Colin Powell, one of the reasons why I'm over here talking my good stuff. Rest in peace. Shout out to Colin Powell. And then when baboons come at you with the, oh, he doesn't have the authority, tell the baboons to read the Insurrection Act of 1807. I got the link in the description. You could click on it and read it for yourself. And then they'll say, oh, well, but no. Go read it. And then read it to comprehend. And then you will understand the powers that the president has with regard to this. It's one thing to peacefully protest. If you're peacefully protesting, nobody's bothering you. But if you start to tear, shut up. That's it. We're done. There's nothing else to talk about. You're being violent. You're being destructive. You're being unruly. This is law. You're being unlawful. So this lawlessness has to be curbed because clearly the governor doesn't have the balls to come in and stop you. This is a failure of your governor. This is a failure of your mayor, your DEI hire mayor, who has no balls. She has no balls. You know why she has no balls? Because she's a puppet. She's a puppet. She knew when those fires hit, she knew there was a high risk for those fires. And she got her black ass on a plane to Africa and had to fly back damn near immediately. If you knew your city was at high risk for going up like a matchbook, why the hell would you ever get on that plane? Why? For what reason? What reason do you have to get on that plane? None. Whatever was going on in Africa wasn't that important. Your city is literally on the verge of burning to the ground, and you want to get on a plane to Africa. And it's not like it's a 2-hour flight. So you're going to fly halfway around the world only to get right back on the plane and have to fly right back. And then when you got back, you don't want to talk to anybody. Then you don't understand why your DEI hire fire chief never managed to make sure that the hydrants were prepared for a disaster. So now you have firefighters out there in danger, confused, have no way to combat flames, and you have residents losing everything because of y'all incompetence. That's all y'all. That's all Gavin Newsom. That's all Karen Bass. That has nothing to do with the federal. And then Trump came in. Remember when Trump came in and they were all sitting in that press conference and she was like, yeah, it's going to take a while. Trump was like, we get this done in a couple of weeks. What are we dragging this out for? Why does it take this long to get people the relief they need and to start helping them rebuild? Why is this taking so long? Why is this long, drawn out process? No, that's not how that works. You people are impossible. You're annoying. You're annoying as hell. So send people to the Insurrection Act of 1807. Lord. One of my hairs is curling up into my nose and making it itch. Ugh. Jeez Louise. Shut up. No damn booger sugar. And so this got me to thinking, so Charlie Kirk, who's not one of my favorite people, but he gets it right, you know, a few times a day. It actually wasn't him who initiated it. It was Matt Walsh, I believe, who initiated it on social media that I saw. Well, they sort of said we sort of should cut off third world immigration to this country at this point because we just can't afford it anymore. We can't afford it anymore. We can't afford to continue to be the food bank for the world. And we should literally start net zero immigration. So that means if 500 people leave the country, we can bring 500 in. But this free for all, we can just all converge on America and do whatever we want. And even if we don't come here the right way, we can jump the line and get an app and get funding and get put up in great hotels. And no. Not on a taxpayer dime. No. You'd be lucky if you get a shithole motel at this point. Taxpayer dime, you should be in a $10 a night motel. Good luck with the crackheads and the violence. I don't care. You don't get to come here and live better than the homeless people who are actually paying taxes. Really? Are you kidding me? So I'm a real proponent of that at this point. Like, yeah, we need to stop the bleeding. We need to stop being used and abused. And we need to stand up. This is why we got Donald Trump in office, because he's standing up. This is not a pretty process. It's not going to be fun and pretty. It's not going to be sexy and fun, just so you know. You're going to have to dog it. There are going to be times where you don't feel good. There are going to be times where you don't want to do it. But guess what? You do it anyway. Because guess what? People gone people. And people are dumb. And not only people dumb, here's another argument some boneheads will make. Well, they took the oath. Yeah, they took an oath. And roll it.
Every loudmouth leftist telling our troops to remember their oath. Stop pretending you know what you're talking about. Here's what the oath actually says. I do solemnly swear that I support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. It goes on to say that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and I will obey the orders of the officers appointed over me according to the regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. That's it. That's the mission. Not to obey the governor, not to side with the mob, and not to do whatever the mayor says. It's about protecting the Constitution and this country, even when weak leadership refuses to do so. So when the President of the United States sends the National Guard to go shut down the chaos in LA, and you start crying about tyranny and martial law, guess what? The military's job isn't to make you comfortable. It's to protect this country when local officials fail. Looting, fires, assault, destruction. That's not protest. That's lawlessness. And if you think defending that makes you some kind of hero, you're the one who forgot what this country stands for, not them. Our troops are not violating the oath. They're upholding it. Because unlike you, they actually took it. Stop using the oath like a political weapon when you have no idea what it means. Our service members are out there doing what needs to be done. You don't have to like it, but you will respect it. For every loudmouth left.
Hmm. 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 Because we all know there's, stupid liberals who join the military not because they give a damn about this country, but because they want free shit. They want to get their titties done. They want to get their dicks cut off. They want loans for their home. They join for the wrong reasons, right? And then they get out and then they try to act like they know something. No, they're just as dumb as the average citizen as well. That man is the person you want serving your country. Not the flag waving, I want to be transgendered in the military. I want to wear a pink uniform instead of the green one. No, that's not the point of joining the military. If you want to be a solo artist, get the fuck out of the armed service. Why are you here? It's a uniform. There's a look. There's an expectation. And you're sitting here, oh, well, I want to be an individual. Yeah, you can be an individual, just not here. Oh man, could you imagine? You enter into a combat zone and this motherfucker want to wear pink. Oh man, and then all because my cousin told me. So like, yeah, if you have the women, now you have to have hot water and it's just a lot. And then when you want to be transgendered, that's a whole nother layer of shit. So yeah, get the fuck on with it. You're not there to serve your country. You're there to get free shit. And I wish more of you would be honest about that, but you won't be honest about that because that would mean taking accountability for something which you people know nothing about. Now, one more thing I want to get to before we roll out of here is this website here called hold on, let me remove this overlay. So this website is called nokings.org. They're the boneheads scheduling the protests around the country. So they are planning an uprising on hold on, where's the actual page? There it is. On Saturday, Flag Day, which is Trump's birthday and Flag Day, and then Trump wants to do a whole tribute to the military, and they're saying, "Oh, he's just throwing a big birthday party for himself," and I'm like, "No," and he's not the first president to have a fucking birthday party. Trump is the first to do anything. He's the first president to have a birthday party. He's the first person to deploy the National Guard. None of these things are true. He's a dictator. He's a tyrant. No, he's not. You're just a mentally ill. I'll leave the rest of the words for myself. So here, this is where y'all come in. This is where I'm going. So they have all of these calls, these Zoom calls, so they can, talk about protests and stuff they're planning to do. So I would offer that you go to this website. It's called nokings.org and go sit in on a call. See what they talking about. See where they plan to protest. See what's going on in these streets. Because Trump doesn't want to be a king. Trump doesn't want to be a dictator. If that's the case, why the fuck didn't he do it this first term? I mean, why go through the process of getting reelected when you could have just took this whole bitch over? First of all, it wouldn't have happened because your own damn Secret Service would have turned on you. First. But these people are so emotional and so stupid. And clearly, this is being funded well. This is a very well built website. Obviously, coordinating all these Zoom calls, there's somebody getting paid a lot of money to coordinate all of this. So sitting here acting like you don't understand, and then they have blue sky accounts. See, right. So June 14th, they plan a bunch of counter protests. Instead of celebrating the flag of their nation, that they want these animals to stay. They want these animals to stay in this country, while at the same time desecrating the flag and disrespecting the very nation that made them who they are and gave them their protections and their freedoms. No, we're not going to celebrate Flag Day. We're going to protest. If you attend one of these protests, I can't say that. but you know what you are, and you're one tenfold. NoKings.org. Go to the website. Pop in on a Zoom call. Listen in. They got a town hall. They got a training. They got a mass call. They got it in Edpayo. If you want to host a protest, they got training. They even got a line for military veterans and military families. Again, the wrong type of people who should have served. And this is why I tell people all the time when I'm a veteran. I don't give a fuck if you're a veteran. If you're a piece of shit human being, you're a piece of shit human being. Being a veteran doesn't mean you're owed some respect. If you are a piece of shit person, I'm not respecting you. I don't give a fuck what you did. You got to come in a room and act right just like anybody else. You come in a room acting like your shit don't stink, then fuck you too. The hell? People, y'all got me fucked up. And then you have the what's next mass call the day after the weekend, the Monday after the weekend of protests. So get in, just go in, be nosy, see what they talking about. I don't harass them. Just figure out what they talking about. I'm gonna do that. I'll be right there. I think I'm gonna go to the call. Wait, which one? The I want to do this one. I want to do the Marshall training. Let me stop. But I'm gonna pop it. I'm not gonna stay for the whole thing. I just want to hear what people are talking about. So I would encourage y'all to do the same because these people are batshit crazy, and they're. I mean, could you imagine waking up every day and you're just fighting just to fight? That's it. You're fighting just to fight. These people are fighting nothing. They're not oppressed. They're not suppressed. They're not losing any rights. They're just mad because their president didn't win. They're mad that they couldn't get their first multicultural female president. That's what they're mad about. This has nothing to do with Donald Trump in terms of what he's doing with the country. They want this man to be a dictator so bad. They want this man to destroy things so bad for no reason. Meanwhile, they're destroying things. And Democrats who are in cahoots with this, y'all are part of the problem. Oh, wait, hold on. What's that? Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah, so that's it. Doechii, shut up and rap. Entertainers, shut up and be entertainers. Do what you do well. Shake your ass on stage. That's all I need you to do. I don't need you to give me political advice. I don't need you to give me advice on who to vote for, how to vote. I don't need you to give me your flawed view of how my rights work. I don't need that from you. I need you to get up there and drop it like it's hot. I need you to be a glorified version of the strip club. That's what I need you to do. That's it. So anyway, appreciate y'all for watching. I will catch y'all Mayana at the very same time. And don't forget to follow me on all the socials. That's I don't have the overlay over here. I gotta bring it over here. You can follow me, AJsRANT Room, on Instagram. You can follow me on X. You can follow me on TikTok, and you can subscribe to me here. If you're here, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified every time we go live. We upload shorts and long form content. And as we build this community here, we appreciate you, and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out.